All right, welcome back, everyone. As always, I appreciate all of you being here. Tonight, I have to admit, it's going to be a little more rapid fire than usual. So, as always, the agenda is to go over the weekly watch list, what we got going kind of at Stocks to Trade, and what's on our radar through the week. So, that being said, what we got going, mute it. Feel free to drop any questions in. And as always, any questions on board. I'm going to get through the watch list, going to rock this. I do have a family commitment. So, as you know, it's something that I'm very proud of is that I'm always there for my kids. And my daughter has basketball practice, and I get to run and pick her up. So let's get right to work. Do I go to the gym every day? I do not go to the gym every day. My gym is downstairs. I do train every day. But one of the cool things about day trading and, the possibilities that it offers is I actually have an entire, very elaborate home gym downstairs. So I do train every day, but I don't need to go to the gym because of stock trading. That's what's awesome. I don't need to travel somewhere. I've got all the gear downstairs. So advanced trader loves the music. Awesome. Love it. So anyway, let's get to work. Again, I gotta be out of here, in about 15 minutes. So let's rock through this. Drop any questions you have in. Otherwise, we'll get through the watch list. So number one, I always like to give you guys these links. The watch list is free. Excuse me. And it is, and my voice is going. Sorry, this is my fourth webinar of the day. So when it gets to the end of the day, the voice starts getting a little rattly. But anyway, we're going to talk about the watch list. The link is in chat. And let's get right to it. First stock on there was Zynga, Z-N-G-A. This is a e-gaming play. I mean, I'm sure many of you know, I believe. Fact check me on this, but I think Zynga was Farmville. I'm pretty sure. The original old school Facebook game of Farmville. Never played it, but anyway, e-gaming is what I call a hot sector. We look for these stocks with positive financials that have been uptrending, that are breaking out, and they're also in a hot sector. Let's check out that 1 year chart of Zynga. What more you want? And why was this on radar last week? Simple breakouts. I mean, don't discount the fact. And I mean, if you're bearish and and you think the stock market's going to crash, I mean, you've got your opinion. You can do whatever you want with your opinion, but we have been steadily uptrending for 3 years now. Almost every day is a new high. I'm telling you, scan for stocks that are hitting 52-week highs on above average volume and ideally are in a hot sector. All right? And again, you can disagree if you want, but write those things down. And don't discount the value of just keeping things simple and looking for breakout. I mean, in this market. Now, things could change tomorrow, okay? The stock market could crash tomorrow. It's not going to, but it could. And then you change your strategy. But when we hit new highs every day, there's new money coming in every day. It's just volume, breakouts, and ideally hot sectors. And, you know, Zynga, listen, 2.2%. Is this like a win? Am I going to be like, man, this was the most amazing call ever in the history of mankind? No, I'm not going to say that. But it's green on the day. It's a new 52-week high today. And it's low risk. You know, this is one of those setups that I put on there specifically for you traders that are new or you can't stare at the computer all day. I mean, I get it. A lot of you are probably day traders and you're like, oh, wow, what an amazing stock. It's up 15 cents. That's not my point. What I'm trying to do is get you into the market and, you know, and making solid trades. And Zynga is that. And are you going to buy a Lambo? Are you going to buy a yacht? You know, are you going to buy a mansion with Zynga? No. But it's a steadily uptrending stock that can, you know, that can continue to grind and can grow your account, especially if you're part-time or you're new to this stuff. I mean, listen, ADAP was amazing today. CPAH ripped off the shorts' face. But if you're new, if you're really new, last stock I want you in is ADAP or CPAH or NK. You know, NK halted into the close, spiked like $5 a share, and then, you know, spiked, $4.30 a share, and then pulls back $3 a share. I mean, this is not, NK is not for newbie traders. But Zynga, solid setup. And here's the thing. It could do 2% tomorrow and do 2% Wednesday, 2% Thursday, 2% Friday. And all of a sudden, you know, you're up 7, 8, 10% on a low risk trade. So BLDP, I call it a win. It's not sexy. It's not amazing. It wasn't a 500% runner, but it's a low risk stock that you can trade and not get in trouble. BLDP, beautiful today. This was up 20% plus out of the gate. This has been on the watch list for, I need to look. I mean, I put this thing on watch so many times since the summer. And all this stock does, look at that trend line. Look at that light blue trend line. And then it broke out a couple weeks ago and went parabolic today. Now, I know it pulled back, but it still closed up 9% on the day. Still closed at an all-time high. Let me check the 20-year. Not an all-time high, but a 15-year high. So 15-year high, great volume, broke out. I think the only reason this thing pulled back was profit taking. I mean, no stocks go straight up forever. And this thing, I mean, this is a slower moving stock, again, a swing type idea. And it was up 20% today and up since it broke out in July, it was up almost 300%. You're going to get profit taking. And this thing still closed green, still in play. I don't care if it didn't close at the high. It's still in play. SRNE. This is more of a late week watch. I don't want to say hope. Okay. Hope is not a strategy. We're waiting for news on this. Okay. So this had the very vague, loosely worded buyout offer last week. Very skeptical of that. And it's in the watch list. I was very skeptical of this buyout offer, but what I'm waiting for is for this idea to firm up, okay? If the idea firms up, if a real offer comes in and this breaks Friday's highs, it's in play. No trade on this today. There was no reason, absolute zero reason to trade this thing today. We're waiting for another, CPAH that spikes into the end of the week. It's Monday night, all right? You got all week. Watch for the news. Otherwise, if the news doesn't come, who cares? This thing can go back to $1, and we don't care. What we're looking for is, a confirmation of the news. You don't buy this stuff when it opens red and fades all day, unless you're an idiot, okay? If you're an idiot, you buy this stock when it gaps down and fades all day. You're waiting for the news, just like was said in the watch list. Seed, very similar. Seed had a crazy couple days. I had higher hopes for this. And I have to admit, first of all, no buy on, this is another one, opened red, faded all day. No entry here. If you're buying this thing today, consult a psychiatrist because you need one. Two biggest reasons I was looking at Seed was, number one, 2 huge days, closed near the high of the day on Friday, and I'll admit, as much as it pains me to admit, a bunch of idiots on Twitter were saying news is coming, and now, no entry. I want to be clear. You don't buy stocks that gap down and fade all day. Two biggest reasons I put this on watch was it had a couple strong days. It closed at the high today on a Friday. Those are the stocks we look for. And I'll admit, morons on Twitter said news was coming. So that being said, keep your news scan running. If it comes, this is a former runner. It could spike. But do I really think it can spike? Probably not. Pretty low likelihood at this point. CPAH was a killer squeeze out of the open. Squeezed in pre-market, went red, and then broke hard out of the gate. Now, I will say this, and I will leave you with this. Like I said, I'll jump in chat and answer a couple questions, but I do need to run. Yeah, it spiked $2 a share, but this thing was all over the place. I would love to be like, I told you so on CPAH. I'd love to be like, oh, I knew it was going to spike $2 a share out of the open. This was choppy as hell, all over the place, halted at some point. So bums me out because what I wanted to see on CPAH, it frustrated me that it spiked so early. I talk about this every single week. Most of you know this. We love those afternoon continuation breakouts. And this thing spiked right out of the gate, yanked hard, and then spiked again and faded. So too choppy. Bums me out. Seriously, bums me out. Was a great play on Friday. Crushed it on Friday. But, this is why I say amateurs open the market and professionals close it. And if you're a professional and you're looking for good entries, you weren't buying early, you weren't buying midday, you were waiting till late day, the move never came, you didn't trade it, and, you move on. So I had high hopes for CPH, but I'll tell you what, this thing is still, and I know I say this stuff a lot, but it's still up 350%. I'm sure there'll be some short sellers. I'm going to jump over to the chat, and I'm sure they'll be in there saying, "Oh, I knew this was going down." You know what? It's day 2, and this stock is up 350%. The longer it hangs around into the end of the week, the more the potential for fireworks. So, all right, guys and gals, let me take a peek, but I do need to run, as I mentioned. Thoughts on BYND? I love it. Yeah, the hoodie. Again, it's Michigan, man. It's cold. So let me take a look. Whoa, I'm way behind. Marie, thank you for the input on the biotech phase 2, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Marie, for helping out. VBIV, I scalped that. VBIV. Wow, number 1, thank you for all the comments. I do apologize for being short on time. Oh, nice. Closed strong on Friday, gapped up and ran. I like it. Nice work. Wasn't on my radar. Nice work. Next thing you're going to tell me Tesla's going over 500. Am I in front of the screen all day? Yeah, pretty much. Whoops. There's my webcam working. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do stare at the screens all day, but keep in mind, I do a mentorship program in Stocks to Trade Pro, and I'm kind of semi-retired, so yes, I am in front of the screen all day, but I don't think you have to be. Okay, you don't have to be in front of the screen all day. I think you can run your scans in the morning and then focus on afternoons. So BYND, I mean, listen, I think fake meat is a joke, but when you get a stock that reclaims 100, it's breaking out. So Cody, yes, early in the morning, we did have some data issues, but I think we got it resolved about 9:15 a.m. So yeah, if you did have, to everyone, I apologize. I think like right before the open, we did have our data provider got a little sketch, but we did get it fixed by open. I do apologize for that. So. All right, everyone, thank you. What do I think about LJPC? Let me finish on that. And as always, everyone, I do apologize. I usually try and go 30, 45 minutes. I got to pick the daughter up in 12 minutes now, so I do need to run. And thank you, everyone. I tell you, what's awesome is I love the chat growing. Thank you. I mean, man. If I remember 2 things and then I seriously got to go, I'll answer every question. Thank you. If I miss your question, it's just because I'm short on time. I'm here every Monday night for you guys. Love it, man. And again, so much going on. I know one live. I got to go live more often because I got too many questions. So if I missed your questions, it's not because I didn't like it. Zayner, you never asked my question. Zayher. Ooh, let me to call you Zayher. I made a watch list and didn't follow. If they ended up doing pretty good, instead I bought CPAH. Why did you buy CPAH? To me, Zayner, since you say I never ask you a question, why not wait for an afternoon continuation play on CPAH just like on Friday? Listen, and I'll leave you with this, all of you, each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. But if you're struggling in trading volatile stocks, I'm telling you, it sounds So simple. It sounds, you might be like, yeah, whatever. But if you can just wait for afternoon moves on these volatile stocks like CPAH, Zayner, next time you want to buy a crazy low floater, I mean, CPAH, micro float, crazy volume. If you want to buy it at 9:35 a.m., next time, tomorrow, we're going to have another one tomorrow. If you're trying to buy these crazy low floaters at the open, just don't do it. And then wait. And then when and if, now they don't all break in the afternoon, but I'm guessing you're under the PDT. You can't trade 500 times a day. Wait for the low floaters with ridiculous volume that break out in the afternoon. And I think you would be shocked. I think you would be shocked with how your win rate will change. So, Zayner, I answered your question. All right, everyone. I'm late. I seriously got to go. Thank you, everyone. Great questions, great engagement. Check out the watch list. Last thing. I'm doing a 1-hour webinar in a couple weeks, and you get to vote on the topic. So let me put that in chat. So a full 1 hour. So hit that SurveyMonkey link, vote, sign up for the watch list. Goes out every Sunday. Would love to see you on the free webinar. Otherwise, we'll see you next Monday night, and I really got to go. Have a great night, everyone.